My name's Abdullah, and for my creative arts portfolio I chose the art forms of music, visual arts and dance. For the musical component I decided to learn the tabla. The tabla is a percussion instrument used in traditional and classical Southeast Asian music. It consists of 2 drums played simultaneously. In total I spent 40 hours learning and practicing the basics of tabla. This included 5 hours of guided learning via YouTube and 35 hours of independent practice. Through the YouTube video tutorials I learnt to manually tune a tabla, to verbally notate musical notes, to play each note on both drums, to play 2 beginner beats, to maintain rhythm and beat, and to strike and suppress different sounds on both drums.
To take your middle finger, your ring finger, so let me demonstrate that for you. It's literally just dropping it down, and that is the stroke K. Once again, from about 45, and A. Pay attention to your sound and making sure it's nice and solid. So I really hope you'll...
Da din din da da din din da da din din da da din din, and then I add a variation to it. And the variation is da din din da da tin tin da da din din da da diriki da 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 din din. So just listening.
This one, but I'm going to play this ta. So A, ta, E, ta, ta, A, ta, A. I'm breaking down the lesson now. A, ta, A. This finger goes up. A, ta,
For the beat is ge da di na, da di na ge da di na, da di na ge da di na, da ge da 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 da. So it's and this is the level of fluency I was able to achieve. Now on to visual arts. For this art form, I spent a total of 12 hours learning different art styles, which included watercoloring, origami and light painting. Within this time frame, I spent 5 hours of independent learning via YouTube video tutorials and 7 hours of applying the knowledge to my artworks. The masking technique is a fluid used for watercoloring as a membrane to prevent other colours from seeping through. In this case, the membrane was used to protect the quote I had written down. Here, a layer of water is applied and followed by the addition of watercolours. This achieves a very fluid and unpredictable effect. The wet on dry technique allows for more control over where your paint goes. Variegated wash is similar to the wet on wet application technique. However, a layer of clean water and colours are reapplied by stopping it in, followed by flickering blots of paint. This is what I achieved. folding techniques were of importance when I learnt origami. The mountain creases and the valley creases is the main techniques used when folding paper to create desired sculptures. In this segment, you can see me spinning a torch in front of the camera. The camera is set to a slow shutter speed, allowing me to draw with a light source. When the timer runs out, the shutter closes and captures the image. The tutorial I watched mentioned using a light source to draw with. I used my torch, however, this was the end product. I realized that using an exposed light source would produce better effects. This is what I achieved. As I mastered the technique of light painting, I decided to take my ball of light to a scenic landscape. Through the incorporation of light painting in visual arts lessons, students will be highly engaged in having a platform to create countless and endless creative artworks through an unconventional medium. Now on to dance. I spent a total of 10 hours competently learning the atan. This included 5 hours of face-to-face learning and 5 hours of independent practice. The atan is the national dance of Afghanistan. Dating back to 2000 BCE, the atan was performed and used by tribes and soldiers in raising the morale and confidence of another to win battles. From there on, the atan formed into the national dance of the country and is now utilized in celebrations and other joyous events.
Hands are down, but when we get up, you swing them up, especially your right hand has to be up when you come out. So when you come in, it's down, and then when you come out, your right hand goes up. So what we're going to learn is going to be the spin. So it's basically a full revolution to the left, and then followed by a full revolution to the right.
To the left.
Full revolution to the left. Good. And then full revolution to the right as you come out. Good. Perfect. Okay. So the next move, we're doing it's called a quick spin. So this spin is going clockwise, and it's simply 2 movements in one. So it's just a matter of going in and then kicking out.
Whoa.
So to do it in a normal motion, it's a matter of...
To perform the atan, dancers normally gather in a circle and then follow the rhythm of a drum beat around the circle. The beat starts off slowly and then gradually speeds up. The dance also consists of sequential turns in clockwise and anti-clockwise directions and ends when the leader calls for a stop.
Ready? In, out. In, out. Don't forget the hand movements. In, out. In, out. Alright, we're going to start doing the spins very soon, okay? 1, 3, 2, 1.
Right, so I've been practicing for a while now. I've learnt all the moves needed for the routine. Now I'm going to follow my leader here. He's going to instruct me to a bit of music, the actual music that's required for the atan. So without further ado.
Good. So we're at a point now where me and Abdullah have been practicing the national Afghan war dance, the atan, for about 5 hours of face-to-face teaching. I'm at a point where I'm confident in his ability to lead me in the routine, and I'll be following. And he's at a point where I can say that he's able to lead primary school students and to teach them this whole routine.
In learning all three art forms, I have addressed the Australian professional teaching standards of 2.1, 2.6, 3.4 and 7.4.
Oh, my head is cute.